Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for Aquarius for twin flames. Let's call in spirit with some wind chime time. Alright, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Just a quick thank you to everyone who's helping my channel grow with likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. It means the world to me, and it means I can keep making videos for you guys, so thank you so much. We're going to do, like I said, twin flame today. So I'm going to use a couple of different tarot decks before switching over to the Hidden Truth Oracle, which will help us see what kind of thoughts there are, and then the Romance Angels Oracle, which will give some advice in terms of how to handle the twin flame. We'll start off with one of my favorites, the Tattoo Tarot, to identify who the people are in this particular message. All right, for Aquarius, for twin flame. So this was about to fall, so I'm going to count this one, even though for those of you that are new, I definitely like to consider cards that don't fall all the way out more of like a hidden energy. We've got Four of Cups, and this is a card that talks about rejection, and Seven of Cups. This is talking about emotional confusion or somebody who has a lot of options. So the fact that those two came out together makes a lot of sense. It sounds like with this particular twin flame journey that I'm channeling, we're talking about somebody or, you know, a couple of somebodies where there was maybe just a little bit too much going on for them to figure out this is my person and I'm going to move forward with them. So there was a rejection that happened, and now it looks like we've got a plan in the works. So Eight of Pentacles is something pertaining to a plan. So we might have somebody here who has determined that the rejection in the past was a big old mistake, and now they're going to try to figure out what they can do to correct that. Yeah, so we've got Page of Cups and Four of Wands. This is actually a pretty awesome pairing because we're talking about somebody who wants to make an apology or an offer of love, and that Four of Wands card is kind of something that could go either way, just like me. Because we've got the ability to read this as redemption or as like a marriage. So this Page of Cups, which could be a page of, an offer of love or an apology, it could actually be both of those. All right, one more card for Aquarius. Aha! And then we have the King of Wands. This is exciting to see because this means that there's somebody who is very focused. You can see honestly, this is the card that I think of the most when I pull the King of Wands, because you can see how focused he is on that flame. And that's what the King of Wands is all about. I mean, there's also that reputation for being a really attractive, sexy, alluring, probably popular kind of guy. But you also have this focus for the King of Wands. There's a passion there, right? We're talking about fire signs here, and I believe Aries energy. But what that means is we've got a masculine who can't really think about anything else. All right, and then we're going to go to the Egyptian Tarot. Ooh. We also had the Knight of Swords stick around after I moved the cards. So this kind of confirms the King of Wands, because the Knight of Swords is all about taking action and is, I believe, the fastest moving knight. So there's something that has motivated this masculine to finally take action after a period of stagnation. Temperance. So this is lining up under the Seven of Cups, which was talking about emotional confusion or too many choices in love. And with Temperance, this is telling me that what really kind of hit the message home for this King of Wands was the equal give and take, or like not wanting to use him. So I think this King of Wands has had issues in the past of people who maybe they were clout chasers or just, looking for some money. But with the Knave of Chalices here, That's the Page of Cups, by the way. So this is the second time this has come out. This is clarifying the Four of Cups. So this masculine energy wants to apologize for the rejection or the hurt that they caused, presumably you. All right, Eight of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Eight of Pentacles for Aquarius, please. And for those of you that are unaware, because you don't check description boxes like I do, I'm doing personal readings now. So if you're interested, you can check that description box for the email address to request. All right. For some hidden energy, we have the Five of Swords and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. And that's telling me that there's a feeling of defeat here, and somebody wasn't listening to their intuition on timing. So there might have been something where, I don't know, I just had this image of like a small child playing with those toys where you put like a square peg in a wooden stand or, you know, block on the ground. And the whole point is to get kids familiar with shapes. And it's like somebody was trying to shove this like circular piece into a square hole. Which, yeah, have fun with that one, internet. But basically seems like someone was trying to force a situation when it wasn't really set up to be a success anyways. Remember that sometimes rejection is divine protection. It could be that somebody has a lesson to learn before you guys could really succeed in a relationship. So then we have the Hanged Man and the Knave of Wands. The Hanged Man is about stagnation, which is kind of ironic because I did just say that. After a period of, you know, not really doing anything, this King of Wands is wanting to do something, and the action is pertaining to that apology and that love offer, and it's good news. So it feels to me like whoever this message is for, you do want to see this King of Wands again. And remember not to get too hung up on gender. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us. Two of Pentacles is coming out, which honestly is kind of amusing. Spirit has a great sense of humor, if you didn't know. The Two of Pentacles is a card that can talk about juggling. The fact that this is clarifying Temperance and the Seven of Cups, which talks about too many options or options, this is clear to me that there were other people that this King of Wands was interested in or talking to or maybe even fooling around with. I get more of just like kind of like an ego filler for them. Like I might not actually be interested in Susie or Megan, but I like that they are interested in me, so I'll keep them around. That kind of thing. And of course that can lead to, you know, kind of a desire to avoid settling down or being in an exclusive relationship. And with Ten of Swords, that could have felt like a betrayal, or there actually was a betrayal. So if there was a committed relationship here with your twin flame, then it could be that that unwillingness to settle down or be faithful is what ended things. Because tens, they're all about ends of a cycle. So there was something that changed here. And Strength is coming out to clarify the Five of Swords. This tells me that there were lessons learned from this situation, and even though it was painful or it felt like a failure, it has actually given strength to the Aquarius here, or, you know, the feminine energy. There was perhaps a moment where you stood up to say, you know, like, I'm better than this, or I deserve better treatment than this. And that's a critical moment for you. You probably even saw some sort of small blessings come in after you did that. Keep in mind there's, you know, tons of reasons to make sure that you keep people in your life to only, you know, the extent that they are actually there to support and cheer you on. And when you cut them out, the universe recognizes that and does something to basically tell you, like, good job. I like seeing that one. That's one of my favorite cards. This is the Ace of Pentacles. And it's clarifying the Seven of Wands in reverse. So this is telling me that there is an offer that is stable. So if you are worried whether or not this person has actually learned their lesson, please, for the love of God, use your own discernment and your intuition to really figure it out. But with the Ace of Pentacles coming out, if this message is for you, it really does seem to me like this masculine energy is trying to do right by you and offer a long-term relationship, really. Sorry, I don't know if I showed that to you. Eight of Swords. But this masculine energy is completely blinded in terms of how you would respond or how you would feel. I'm getting the feel that we don't have a lot of contact, if any, and so there's a concern, and the period of stagnation that he went through was really tied to not knowing how to handle it or not knowing how you would handle it. All right, and then our last card here is the Five of Pentacles. This is really well depicted on the OG cards from the Rider-Waite, where you have two people that are outside of what looks like a church, and they look pretty poor, maybe banged up a little bit, and they're walking with a cane. So the Five of Pentacles is telling me that this King of Wands currently feels left out in the cold. So again, very strong chance that whoever I'm speaking to here, you're dealing with a period of no contact with somebody that you feel like you have a very strong soul connection to. All right, we're going to move over to the Hidden Truth Oracle to get a couple of thoughts, get inside this person's head a little bit and see what your twin flame is thinking, especially since it really does seem to be like you guys are not on speaking terms or you're not talking very much right now. What does my Aquarius need to know in terms of what this King of Wands is thinking? I couldn't let you get close to me. So in addition to maybe being a little bit of a playboy or a fuckboy, this is somebody who doesn't feel comfortable letting somebody in. There's probably some concerns in terms of insecurity or ego that really made them feel like they weren't good enough for you, because they also hid who they are from you. Be careful with this, Aquarius, because there are times where you can fall in love with somebody for who you think they are or who you think they're capable of being someday, and that does no one any favors. If this person ends up being beneath you, don't get caught up in the emotions. Make sure that you're continuing to use that discernment and that intuition, because you know, you deserve happiness, you deserve love, everyone does. So I want you to make the right choice for you. What else does Aquarius need to know about this King of Wands? You came closer than anyone, and I left when I saw you with someone. Yeah, like I said, this person, they don't let anybody in. They don't want anyone to really know who they are. There's definitely a mask that they wear for the benefit of others, probably for their ego sake, or, you know, just generally not feeling like they're as awesome as some of the other people that they're around. But there's also this sense that in the period since you've, you know, not really been speaking, there might have been a situation where they saw you and saw that you were with someone. This could actually be someone that you're dating, or it could be somebody that they incorrectly assumed that you're dating. But this could be what has pushed the King of Wands to actually take action. So it might not be a bad thing. All right. Last couple cards here for you, Aquarius. We're going to see what kind of advice Spirit has for you pertaining to this twin flame situation. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So especially since the subject matter of today's reading is twin flames, I think the religious factors coming out is completely logical and even somewhat predictable. We clearly have a situation where two people are helping each other along the journey that they take, helping them learn lessons and feel more worthy than they did in, the past. So we might have some trauma or some issues that need to be handled in terms of an ex. And once that is handled, you might see that this religious factors is something that kind of dissipates, because what I see here is one or both of the individuals involved in this twin flame situation are maybe taking a little bit too much time to address the trauma or the childhood situations that make it difficult for them to let somebody in. I definitely feel it's more like the King of Wands. However, it could also be the feminine energy here as well. So I hope that reading helps for you today, Aquarius, and thank you again for the support you've shown the channel. Have a wonderful rest of your day.